Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Daily Journal series. And before I get into the sleep session review for the day, I just wanted to discuss a little bit about planning for next week. Now, not next week, 2 weeks from now. I was kind of originally planning for tea time corn scones with Beware um, and things like that. However, I got to considering things and I was like, wait a minute, I don't want to lock myself into one meal type because locking yourself into one meal type, it can be very, very powerful because you can do a lot of bag prep and it can be very good for very powerful events. This event isn't that powerful. Yes, it's powerful, but not that powerful. So I was like, I don't want to do that much meal prep. I don't want to lock myself into one meal type because that's going to commit to rerolling ingredients or meal type. I don't want to bother with that. So I decided, you know what? I'm just going to prep for all three, kind of. And not really, but you'll see why. If I roll salads, this is the team I'm likely to run during that week if I go to the old gold power plant. And we'll come back to that in a moment. If I roll desserts, this is the team I'm going to run, most likely. Also, wait a minute, did I? Oh, man. I just realized I gave myself a nerf. Oh, well. Okay, so it's actually going to be better. If I run desserts, I'm going to be getting this, roughly Master 17. At the other one, Master 18. I don't need to do as much prep then. I'll come back to these in a moment. I forgot that I had a frequency modifier on from last night's live stream. But anyway, Master 18 if I do that. Master 17 if I get desserts. And if I get curries, I'm just going to make the basic curry. I don't even want to waste any easy travel tickets on this. 4.4 million, still plenty strength for me. I'm plenty satisfied with Master 16, even if I get curries. Now, this is all with running a Swalot for maximizing Dream Shard potential with the boosts. 9.32 procs per day is pretty good, I'd say. And that's assuming that I don't collect every 3 hours. So that's actually a bit of an underestimate for my account, or for how I play. I'd say like 2.5 hours is probably my average, maybe a little bit lower. But anyway, 4.4 mil, plenty strong for me. But what's more likely to actually occur is that I go to Greengrass Expert Mode. Now, I don't think going to Greengrass Expert Mode is the optimal play, most likely. It looks like we're gonna have. It looks like we're gonna have 0% area bonus there. It looks like we're going to probably run into nerfs with the team, but as a baseline, this is like the bare minimum team that I could be getting out of it, because this is just my strongest generalists. And if we were to assume that the nerfs from expert mode is like a 30% increase to helping frequency, which is what this adjustment is now in Rain X, then I would say that this is like, oh, whoops, did not mean to click that. This is like the minimum that I can expect is like 1.8 mil from a team. Now, if I get good primary berries, get good boosts, then maybe I'll swap on an Arbok. Maybe I'll swap on something else that's very strong, but actually matches type. Maybe I'll build around a meal, actually. I don't know. I won't know that until Monday morning, so stay tuned for that. But this is like, the minimum I can expect is like 1.8 mil, which, if we compare for Greengrass Island, that is like, let's see here. That's Old Gold Power Plant. I should have had this prep beforehand. Maps. Let's go to Greengrass Isle. 1.8 mil. That's pretty decent at Greengrass. If they leave the rankings the same at Greengrass, then that's like getting just a casual Master 17. To be able to get that with penalties, now we don't know what the penalty is going to be. It may actually be like a 50% frequency, which if that's the case, then that's even more penalized, and we'd be getting more like 1.6 mil. But even so, 1.6 mil still gets us into Master 16 range to see 3-star Togekiss, 2-star legendaries potentially, and who knows what else. Only time will tell. We know Ralts is there when it normally isn't at Greengrass, so I don't know. But anyway, I'm expecting it not to go beyond 50% frequency debuff, which, yeah, even a 50% frequency debuff still keeps my crest at like 7 procs a day with the 1.5 times boost, so I'm not really worried about energy. And I just want to go to expert mode. It's not because it's an optimal decision, but I want to do it. It really comes down to how good Toxel is, how good Toxtricity is. If Toxtricity is something that I'm interested in hunting, then I'm going to go to Old Gold Power Plant, because it is probably the better place for hunting the new Pokemon. If it is not something that I'm interested in hunting, I'm going to go to expert mode regardless of whether or not the expert mode rewards boost it enough. Just because I want to have fun, and expert mode seems fun. I like the idea of building around the boosts and debuffs, and kicking that off with a skill boost as well, I think is extra interesting. And even whether or not it's better or worse, I've come to the conclusion that if Toxtricity is not worth the hunt for me, then I'm just going to do expert mode because it's fun and it makes for better content, I feel like. So it can be like a nice little experiment. If other YouTubers end up not doing expert mode because it isn't optimal and they want to hunt Toxtricity or something, or they want to do something that's more reliable during a more powerful week, then I'll be there. I'll be there for the fun time at expert mode, being one of the first ground-breaking people. But I don't know who's going to go where, what's going to be the optimal choice, what's going to be best. Maybe going expert mode is going to be the optimal choice, because maybe the boosts are just that insane. I've also counted it out, and my Pawmo, this guy here, this gal that I misnamed, not realizing that it was a gal, and I named it Chosen Boy. She will be, if I sleep an average of like 8.5 hours every night from here on out, or not 8.5, just like 8.8 hours was the number that I got to, then it should be evolvable Monday morning come skills week. So I can have a Pawmot by that point, especially because I have an electric type candy in here that I'm willing to spend on it if we need more candies, which would put us over 80 for evolution. So this one will eventually be a Pawmot in like 2 weeks time. I'm going to be running it from here until then nonstop, just for the sake of building up those sleep hours. Swalot, on the other hand, is still level 44. I would like it to get to level 55 or 50 before that week, just so I can get the helping bonus that's unlocked at level 50. But I don't think that can really happen without using some handy candies, which I really don't want to do, because I really want to put all my handy candies into my crest. But oh well. Dream shards. So we're running it. But anyway, let's hop into our sleep session review. We're hoping for Tricos, just for candies. We're not really hunting them. I don't really know what we're hunting right now, but it doesn't really matter because we're out of biscuits. We are like on a severe biscuit drought right now. Alrighty, next session. See, and we're getting like 9-hour sessions, so I'm not too worried about getting 8.8 hour average with the Pawmo. Anyway, slumbering type sleep. That's Aaron. I guess I could use an Aaron. I'm always down for more Aarons. It's one of my favorite Pokemon. Holds a very special place in my heart. Okay, a Top-Belly Pichu, Quaxwell, Magnemite. There's a Farfetch'd. There's no Aaron here. None of this is really even catchable unless I get lucky with a crit. Well, I guess that was the case anyway, because I'm out of biscuits. Studied all the gathered Pokemon. Okay, who's gonna be hungry? Nobody's hungry. Great. Well, we could just whittle more down on the Farfetch'd. That might be the... But I've already kind of, like, got an alright Farfetch'd for my needs. But I don't need another Raichu or Pichu. Like, I don't even need more Alola candidates. Like, I really don't need to be catching Pichu. So... And using that would just be a waste of 3 biscuits value. So we'll just chuck it at the Farfetch'd. and whittle them down a bit more. But we're not catching anything today. So, well, you know what? Okay. If there's... Is it worth it? I don't think it's worth it. Well, what other... You know what? Sure. I'll chuck it a Great Biscuit. Maybe 2 if it's still hungry. Because if there's anything that can make good use out of them. I want to save the Ultra Biscuits for Raikou. Because that event's coming around. So we're not touching those. But we'll use a couple Great Biscuits on the Farfetch'd. Ugh, this kind of hurts. Okay, it's all full. That's alright. I wasn't intending on catching it, but... Thank you, Neurali. We're always making serious strides around here, even when we don't catch anything. We'll send out the Farfetch'd, because I know that leveling that thing is a pain. And it is pretty relevant to those that are using it. Okay, tomorrow we should be max research rank tomorrow. We are a bit late coming to that one, just because we don't really push in the off weeks. That's the biggest thing holding me back, honestly. But I know that some other players are already at research rank 65, but it's gonna be close. I'll be at... So I just got 7,000 research XP. Will I get enough? Will I get enough more sleep or drowsy power, Snorlax strength, to make it so that my research XP that comes in is over 8,000? I hope so, because otherwise that'll be annoying, because then I'll get 2 and it's like barely, ever so slightly not enough. But anyway, we're still kind of pushing ranks a little bit. But yeah, if you have enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Down in the description, we'll have a link to join the Discord. You can come join us, hang out, talk about all things Pokemon, sleep, and the like. Huge thank you to all my channel members. It really means a lot to me that you guys want to show your support financially, despite there being no paid rewards for members. If you too want to become a channel member and are financially capable of doing so, the option is down below with that join button. And as always, I thank you all for watching and hope that you all have a wonderful day. Bye-bye now.